Good morning, summer excitement, people. Happy Easter. Christ is risen. This morning, as it was raining outside, and I was thinking about the teaching time, the final teaching time coming up from chapter 6 of the Good and Beautiful Community, a video caught my eye. Switchfoot has been posting videos all during this COVID-19 experience. They're worth checking out. Some encouragement, some great music. This morning, I noticed their latest video was focused on finding rhythm, which is our sixth invitation. You know, those 6 invitations you've been hearing each time that one of our teachers brought a lesson to you. Number 6 is finding rhythm. So they focused on that one. And so I wanted to share that one with you today as a bonus episode. Switchfoot on finding rhythm.
Hey.
What's up?
Here we
Dudes.
are.
How are you guys holding up?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Every day is different.
Yeah. So is this is like almost the exact antithesis of life on the road in a lot of ways. What have you found? How have you found rhythm? I mean, being musicians, that's kind of my thought. Is how do you tune the instrument and how do you find the rhythm? What's your trick?
For me, I don't know that I've found rhythm, John, or tuning, but I'm finding new areas of my house to explore and hang out in.
To escape to?
Look at this closet.
The laundry room is fantastic.
Let's check out the side yard. Wow, I've never been over there. I'm waving to my neighbor. He's on his conference calls, in his yard as well, doing emails. And
Yep.
But I'm trying to get up and, have the kids get up and not let the schedule shift too far into like staying up late, sleeping in late like I normally do.
Okay, be honest.
Yeah, Drew, we know.
What time are the Shirleys waking up? What time is the house up and rolling?
I'm up at about 7:38.
Whoa, that's...
Did you see how he looked up and to the right? What does that mean? Does that mean he's telling the truth? Or
and then
I don't know, dude.
And then my kids are up at like 9 or 9:30.
Wow.
You're a bit up before your kids? That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's the only time that the house is quiet.
See, that's the secret right there. I like it. It's odd that, a guitar player who wants to turn it up all the time is looking for the quiet,
Yeah, it's odd, man. I have good days and bad days. I mean, just like everyone, I'm trying to figure out what news to watch, how to take in all the information and try to see where things are headed. Talking to friends every day. A lot of people are restaurant owners that friends, and my neighbor across the street who owns a restaurant that's been hit really hard. Had to lay off 18 people and maybe close their restaurant. We just don't know yet. So I'm thankful to have a family and people like around me and support group like this, and I'm just thinking of trying to think of other people and reach out to people every day in some way.
Yeah. It's beautiful, man.
That's great.
What about you, Chad?
Man, just trying to find rhythm. Been reading a lot more. We talked about that yesterday. Trying to stay off my phone more. The first couple weeks I felt like I was on my phone just trying to figure out what was going on in the world. And I still check in and try to, watch some kind of news or gather information, but definitely trying to just have some quiet time, just for mental health and and clarity. And yeah, it's tricky though, for sure. And I have teenagers, so they're just like bouncing off the walls. They just are used to being active and doing their sports and school, and now we're all stuck under one roof. But I am loving it, just the family time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've had more meals together in the last few weeks than normally we would have in months, just because of how different our schedules are with our kids. But to be able to just sit with them and eat every night has been just, for my wife and I, just a huge highlight.
Love that. Tim, what about you?
I've got a little dog staring at me. Come on, Cove. Oh, she wants to play.
Did you call her Cove?
Cove. Yeah.
Not like COVID.
No.
No.
Bad.
Be cool.
Too soon.
You can see her tail wagging. You can see her tail right there. There's her tail.
There she is.
That's my dog.
I don't believe it.
That's not my tail. It kind of looks like my tail though. I've been trying to find new challenges, like besides the obvious challenges that are forced upon me. I'm trying to invent challenges on my own terms, like learn new things, which is really tough with kids around nonstop. But you know, the few moments that I get to myself, I've been picking up guitars a lot.
Yes.
Sorry, guys.
Finally.
But
Does it have 6 strings on it? I couldn't see.
it does, yeah.
Six
Six strings.
Wow.
Oh, added. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
weird.
Great, Timmy.
I only use one at a time still, but you know. And I've been learning how to use the bow on my bass, my stand-up bass. This guy.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Makes
wait a
a
second.
good
So
mustache.
what I'm hearing from Tim is that this challenge is not enough. He needs to find new challenges.
Overachiever.
I feel
Yes,
like
he is.
I'm drowning, and you are just like, oh yeah, I need a few more like things to juggle.
Okay, let's
right now.
define like what feels successful to me is like picking that up and like bowing for 4 minutes. That would be like a win. Like I have very small expectations because you get these small windows of time, but I feel like to have the little things I'm chipping away at, you know, maybe by the end of a couple months I might actually see some progress. Yeah, I need to have specific tasks, and they can be super like stupid small, but I have to feel like I accomplished a few things. Otherwise, it's just Groundhog Day.
Yes. Yes. So Jerome, what's your trick? How do you do it? How do you stay Jerome Fontamillis even in these times?
So, unlike Drew, who wakes up super early, I get my quiet time when all the kids and everyone goes to bed, and it's just I come downstairs to the living room, the fireplace is on, and just not vegging out, but more like just taking it all in, the quiet,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
and that helps a lot. And then you go to bed and you wake up and it's another storm that you have to hit.
Yeah.
But I think it's important that you do get that time, that alone time to gather yourself, gather your thoughts, you know.
I've been thinking on moments like this, especially for us, we're not in front of people. We're not getting any form of affirmation that what we do matters. And for me, I have come to the recognition of how significant my wife's daily life is. All these things
Yes.
that she does every day with no applause. And as musicians, we do small little things like play a song, and we get applause for it. You know, the changing the dirty diapers and the dishes and cleaning and just taking care and loving, you know, kids. It's just this amazing feat that our wives do. My wife, I just have this immense respect for for them and for teachers trying to homeschool. That's been my takeaway. And I think it's there is so many things to be afraid of right now. We're all looking at the future with apprehension. We're all looking at the future not knowing exactly what tomorrow holds. And yet, this ever-present moment is here right now. Like Tim, you said, Groundhog Day. It seems like it's just here right now. And yet, it feels like much of our lives is always aiming for the next thing, aiming for the next thing, aiming for the next thing. And yet, we don't know what the next thing is. We don't know what the future looks like. And so for me, my prayer is that during this time, the words that Christ spoke, that heaven, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, the kingdom of heaven is within you, that these things, these words would not just be words, but they would actually start to be the way that I'm embracing this present moment, that embracing my family, embracing the people around me, my community, even if it's by staying home and trying to protect people's safety and not be another guy in a hospital bed taking up space, that if that is true, if the kingdom of heaven is at hand, then that's what I want to be living out. And I feel like it has given me this. I've always loved music and I've always loved these songs, but it has given me this deep appreciation of who you guys are and the privilege it is to play these songs. I think sometimes you can take it for granted what we get to do for a living. You do anything enough and you take it for granted. But I just want to say how much I appreciate you guys, how much I love you guys. And my screen is flashing. Your internet connection is unstable. So it feels like that's appropriate. If I lose you guys, it's not forever. I'll be back. I just want to tell you guys I love you guys.
I love you,
Love
Virtual
you
John.
guys, yeah.
I love you too, man. Also, we probably shouldn't have made you the host for this meeting. In hindsight, that was not a great idea.
Don't come over here. There's a lot more unstable than the internet.
Oh man, well, I was thinking, Chad, it'd be really good.
Yeah.
Can we play a song while you're here with us before you disappear
Yes.
again?
Yes.
Or maybe we should play one later when my internet's a little bit more stable.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna figure out my internet connection, and I'll hit you guys back in a little bit, and maybe we can see if we can play a song together.
That'd be
Sounds
awesome.
great.
That'd be great.
All right, love you guys.
Love you
Peace.
guys.
Love you, man.
I'm trying to find where my place is. I'm looking for my own oasis. So close I can taste this. The fear that love alone erases. So I'm back to the basics. I figure it's time to face this. Time to take my own advice. Love alone is worth the fight. Love alone is worth the fight. For a season, I've been looking for the rhyme and reason. Why you're born, why you leaving? What you fearing, what you believing? Why you living and breathing? Why you fighting it and getting it even? Let's go headed down the open road unknown. And headed down the open road. I know